there are nearly around 10 to 12, 9 lakh properties. Whereas 10 to 12 lakh properties in the peripheral area, they don't have access. So in general, if I say there is a parallel water economy running in Bangalore, whatever the BWSSB supplies, slightly more than that is what the parallel economy of borewells, tankers, individuals, homes and all that. So when they said that ban borewells, I said that it is suicidal. When you cannot give water, never say that you ban one. Borewells are the things. It's required.
55%.
Unless you have a borewell, you cannot. So you say borewell, you encourage borewells, but shallow borewells. Don't encourage deep borewells.
What is it? Now
But
it's
if
1,000,
they-
2,000 meters.
If they withdraw 10 liters, ask them to recharge minimum 10 liters. Then only they have the right. So you start metering all source of water into it. It's not only the BWSSB who connected to your pipes. Borewell water, tanker water, whoever is supplies, even the bottled water, meter and say that every drop of water should be accounted somewhere. If that comes into picture, lot of these loopholes where the water is leaking and the problem the city is facing can be plugged.
Yeah, but the leakage is only a problem because BWSSB doesn't get revenue. It's not like people don't get revenue.
That's one thing. Secondly, this is a unique problem for Bangalore. Because even the Kaveri Water Tribunal has recognized this fact that 1/3 of Bangalore does not lie in the Kaveri basin. 2/3 only lies in Kaveri basin, number one. And 1/3 of Bangalore is dependent upon groundwater sources. Officially, for a very, very long time, we have been dependent on groundwater sources. That has been the tradition. Open wells. Even today, in Manchester second stage, near Leo's house, I can show you wells with water at 14 feet, 15 feet. Open wells.
Nice.
Even today. So that is the kind of situation that was existing. And because it was a drinking water problem and because it happened to be a contiguous area, nobody has raised an objection. Otherwise, Tamil Nadu can definitely raise an objection for even drinking water. But being drinking water, nobody raises.
But you are aware of what happened in the 90s. There was some of the So the World Bank came with a lot of money. I think the 680 crores to rehabilitate all the tanks of Karnataka. We had about 50,000 tanks. So I remember Madan Gopal was appointed the Jalasambandhana Yojana to some CEO, whatever they call it. Manish Batra was the World Bank guy. So Manish was a friend, and so he came and said, let's talk about what's happening. What really happened was Jayalalitha was the chief minister in Tamil Nadu. And she raised an objection to the World Bank saying that tanks in the Kaveri Delta should not be rehabilitated because if you rehabilitate, there will be breaks in the water which should flow and belongs to Tamil Nadu. And as a result, if you go to the agency, you will find that the non-Kaveri tanks were rehabilitated under that scheme. We took a loan, a huge loan, and we couldn't benefit from it in the area where we should have most
About
benefit.
42,000 tanks.
Just imagine what it means. Bangalore had about 1,000 tanks. Bangalore had about 1,000 tanks.
The World Bank
The prices are in our place
Thanks here.
because of a mad woman called Jayalalitha. And I consider some of them as bad people who get elected, like Trump.
I,
You can say all these things because you're not acting in any movie and they're not stocks at least.
Yes. If you do any work for normally doing that, they got
I raise an objection here. I call one of the best things Jayalalitha.
I actually like this professor. When we find someone to go against Leo, we are
One of the best things Jayalalitha did, nobody in the entire country could not do was rainwater harvesting.
That is also madness of Prasad.
Secondly, in the place, you see the entire country, in the history as well as even current today, the best example of rainwater harvesting other than Rajasthan is Chennai. That's because Chennai was in such a bad shape because Chennai depends on mostly groundwater. It rains so heavily, 4 times Bangalore. Around 3,500 to 4,000 millimeters, whereas here is only 900 millimeters. And so much water, but it's in the sea. They were drawing so much of water mindlessly through all these small, shallow borewells of just 30 feet, 40 feet, 15 feet, and all that. And the sea water started increasing. Because of that. Nearly around 40% of the city had brackish water. Then, because of some of the intellectual people who alarmed and said that If you don't see this, the entire Chennai will be unlivable. You cannot supply. You remember those days when the rail rakes of
From Erode place where they
used
took
to ship-
water from.
ships water all the way from Andhra Pradesh, Krishna, and then supply to Chennai. That was the condition because though they had water, it was on brackish because of salt. Then
When I grew up there, at 3 a.m. when I was going to school, 8th standard or 6th standard,
3 a.m.
all of us, 3 a.m. in the morning, alarms would ring. All the kids would wake up. We would all take turns pumping water because at that time they would release, the metro water would release water. We would all wake up, all of us had a 1 hour turn to pump water into the sump for storage. Because you need it for the whole day. And then go back to sleep and then go to sleep.
One
We do it day after day.
One decision, 2002, she said that any home, not like Karnataka, here we struggled hard, 30, 40, 40.
Yes.
Whether it is small jhopdi or big bungalow, everyone should have rainwater harvesting. Forget about the technology, forget about the filters, forget about pipes or whatever it is. There the goal was to see that roof water should get into the ground.
Correct. That's
Not
all.
to
That's
flood.
what was done. To connect the terrace
2
to the
years,
ground.
24 months, salt water was pushed such a level. There was groundwater so much, almost
Wells-
every
wells
home had open well kind of thing or a shallow hand pump, and they had water. That
Our
is
wells
a
still
story
back
of-
up.
That is a success story of
That's
rainwater.
phenomenal, yeah.
But that phenomena or the logic will not hold good in Bangalore. We are in a totally different terrain. Here, we have
really very-
Entirely different.
And it's really very.
this is lot of undulating landscape, lot of soil mass, but right below there is a huge hard rock.
Wow.
We are sitting in a hard
Rock
rock
bed,
terrain.
rock bed.
So
Sir,
we cannot. yeah, rock
But if you did that, won't all the shallow wells get aquifers will get
Sir,
That's
flooded?
what I
Yes.
am coming to.
Certainly.
In Bangalore, give me 5 to 10 years time, and if my advice is taken, not only mine, many of our advice is taken,
But only take your
and we don't need bore wells in Bangalore. In every home's backyard, open wells will be water.
See,
I will
that-
show you. We have proved that even today. Come to
Yeah.
Jayanagar, right there in your theme park, there is water today.
Yes.
Deep summer, you go to the theme park, there is water at around 20 feet or so.
So-
let me give you a.
Reasoning of ground.
No, but that's possible. You should do it.
So,
So,
let me give you another,
the formula here is what Leo has done. He is the richest man in the city. Because he has the biggest rainwater harvesting sum. 1 lakh. So like that, you have to store a lot of water.
Yeah.
Then excess water you recharge into the ground.
Ground.
And like Chennai, you cannot do. A small pit cannot do water.
Yeah.
Because there the sand is well. Here we have to do little more exercise. For that we have designed that cement ring well. Just a open well like our ancestors have built. We made it more simpler with a lot of design I have done. What we need to do is 3 feet diameter, dig a hole in the ground, 15 to 20 feet, put those rings, no cement in between, allow your water to go into that. Slowly groundwater will come.
So-
And it's not one man's effort, it should be a collective effort.
I mean,
That is really why we
And
what
I
we
think I say
have.
this about what the impact is. My neighborhood, I was the only one with rainwater harvesting, so I was quite happy. For 8 months, I don't actually need to depend on outside water. Because if it rains, then it does not rain, so we don't have water now. It does not rain for 5 months. But if it rains, then the water that falls is implemented a system which is so simple. The network which you have there is rolled around a stem and then put inside a PVC pipe. And when water comes in, it goes through the thing and it filters the best filter you can get. We lived on it for 12 years, 13 years now. Absolutely no infection. Zero infection. And our sump is all around the house. So whenever you build a building, right, you're putting the skirting around, right? Put a box
Put a-
bench
something.
around it and put chutney on top of it because so much chutney is wasted. Right? Don't put concrete or anything and just add manholes here and there. Go inside and clean it once in 3 months or 6 months, whenever you want. Alright? And we did that. And we have 1 lakh liters of water stored, which is rainwater. Now, the interesting thing is this. When my neighbors, kept on talking to them, there's so many houses were built after me, not one invested in rainwater harvesting. They would invest in marble, super deep, and whatever else, I don't know. The nicest of bathroom things, showers which are fantastic. Some have 4 lakh, 5 lakh bath. I don't know what kind of bath it is, but it's nice. Look at the amount of water it consumes. Water comes from everywhere. But where is the water?
You got the water
You know
there
what
on
we
the
did?
shower.
You know what happened finally? I just have to go and swim.
So that's the question
Now
I
the
have.
point is this, you know what Shipma's other thing was the recharge wells. Finally it went into them. After spending lakhs and lakhs on every useless thing, there were 3 bore wells, all of them went dry. We did the recharge. This summer is the worst. Yet we have water. And it's such a simple thing.
Very simple wells we have designed, and believe me, let's not blame the government. A lot of things have happened because from the last nearly 10 years, I'm trying to push in at various levels. Of course, many others also have. BBMP, 700 parks have rainwater harvesting. Very few of them.
700 parks.
700 parks have rainwater harvesting. Water connection to them have been disconnected.
Ah, yeah.
Allow all the water to go into that. Discontinue the lawn culture. Plant only trees and other things we have done.
Native trees.
So we said that very hard to convince and with a lot of tree-based promotion of parks and whatever water falls in the open road, let it sink. Excess water coming into that paved walk path area where we take over, the lowest portion open that curbstone and the infiltration galleries with sink traps we have built, it sinks into the ground. A shallow bowel will supply water. That's what we have done. And my request, one more request I had done, in every ward, the large parks, 1 or 2 parks a day, build at least 2 or 3 lakh liters below the park. Above the park, you can have still a lot of this plant stock. 2 lakh liters and store water for emergency like this situation or fire or anything. Now, if a firefighter comes here, there is no way you can get water. Is there any place, can you supply water to that? Earlier Britishers time there were fire hydrants. MG Road I had seen that red pillar kind of thing. Today they are missing.
20 years ago.
Where will you get
25 years ago.
So at least in each ward if you have that, the rainwater gets stored in the below the park. That's what my suggestion is. So 700 parks have, and there are so many homes reluctantly they have built this cemetery wells and allowed the water to go to that. So a lot of such goodies are happening, and for any new layout, every 100 meters the box type drain in front of the homes and the sites should have a trench for infiltration. If that is there, the road water which is harvested can
Flow into that and recharge.
you harvest water in your house, excess water you recharge through the open well, the roadside water in this stormwater drains and other places, parks and public places have rainwater harvesting. Come, I will show you. The entire Jayanagar, all the footpaths are stripped open from the last 2 years. We have been placing these pavers with open. They are called porous pavements. We are doing that. And because of that, what will seep into that? So in your homes, in the stormwater drain, in the footpaths, in the parks, playgrounds and all the places, all public buildings, we do rainwater harvesting. 23 TMC of water, which is much more than what for the entire year we draw from Kaveri, all the losses, is available in. He has all the numbers.
So
He will give
tell
you
us
the
something.
last,
Tell us something. DC, come summer, we see tankers everywhere. Where are these tankers being?
that's what. That's the problem. Water is there.
Where?
Unfortunately,
Where are they being?
this is the groundwater which has been stored for ages. We are every year it is going down.
This is called
What
mining.
they do is-
This is mining of
No, no,
water.
so the tanker is bringing it from outside tanker from inside.
Around from
Around 10 kilometers, 20, how far can they
Not
go?
necessarily. Whatever the sewage from your house which is going is coming through the tankers through some of these
Filtration.
peripheral
Lakes.
borewells in the lakes and stormwater drains.
Bilandur tank. Yeah.
That's what.
You know the heavy metals in this water.
So what is the law concerning tankers? Are you supposed to have a license? Can anybody just take water and sell it to somebody else?
See, this tanker,
Isn't it a public resource?
this tanker mafia is an offshoot of the law for demand and supply. The moment you really take steps to see that whatever demand is there for water is actually maintained from natural sources and all that, this tanker will set.
No, but what
Why
is the
just
law
why-
today? Can any, if I buy a lorry and just
You're supposed to get a
Oh, yes.
certificate for the
certificate,
quality of
but
water.
there is no license given.
No.
No.
There's no permit. I don't pay the government anything.
No.
So I can take public resource which is
Yes.
water and sell it back to the public.
Now the irony is this: airwaves, they are regulated.
Yes,
Electricity, they are regulated.
yes.
Ah.
But for water,
There
because
is no
of the British
regulation.
common law,
Ah.
right? Whatever is under your feet is your
Is yours.
water.
Oh.
It is
You
wrong.
can draw as much as you want.
You can
You
mind.
should
No,
park
in
it
your
wrong.
saying in my house it's mine. In your house, how can it be mine?
See, understand
In your house only you would run tanker service.
Don't
but this-
pay. So, see, what happens is that there underground aquifer
Runs.
below the ground,
Right.
Yeah.
running right across so many hundreds of sites.
It's like a big lake.
Where this site ends and there where the other side begins. So from there you are drawing water.
So from
And
public place, you're just drawing water.
You
There's
should-
no law. You
you
can draw
should-
any amount and sell it back
you
to
should
you.
understand.
No one
Now there is a
wants
law.
water. No one wants water. See, your right to water comes from the place you own.
Mm.
Do you think you can want? Show me a paper anywhere in the constitution or any place you own that water.
So is there a right to water? Do I have a
No,
right to
you
water?
own the water because of the virtue of the
Land
ownership
you
of the
Because you're on top
That's
of
all.
it. Yeah.
And whatever you draw from there, it may draw from your 100 sites
Correct.
Mm.
or even 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers away you draw, but still you own that.
I see.
Now,
Simple resolution is you make it free. Make a law
That's
that
why-
water is free.
see,
Then all this will stop.
Beginning of my statements, I told every drop of water should be metered. If it is accounted, in Bangalore you will not have water.
Oh.
So,
Because whatever this 19 TMC of water which is coming, nearly around 10 to 12 TMC as I said is going out. Where is it going out? Why don't you treat it and use it for secondary purpose?
Yeah.
And nearly 23 TMC of water which is falling on Bangalore, which will recharge and do everything. So lots of potential is there to use that. So this is called decentralized and sustainable water supply scheme. But none of the programs in the government support this decentralized and sustainable. They all talk about Hintin Ode, MA Ode, Katte Ode.
so I want to understand.
20,000 crores.
Just share one small example to amplify what is said. There was a seminar conducted by, Mr. Bhaskar. He conducted a seminar for water famine in 2020.
Yes.
And in that, Gaurav Gupta was the, I will name him sir.
Yeah, he was the chairman of BWSL.
I gave a presentation in which I said there is enough water, you don't need to go to Ethinola and all these things, blah blah, everything. I went on repeating. Correctly, I've been doing it for the past 5-6 years. That's a different matter. But anyway, do you know what he said outside after my presentation was over? Because I agree with you, whatever you are telling. But why are you wasting your time talking about this? My boss, the politician, is told me, don't bring any project that is costing less than 25,000 rupees. And you are telling in your presentation, your entire scheme is going to cost 5,000 crores. Who is interested? He said
No,
the
you are
same.
raising an important issue because if you look at the 71 delivery of Kaveri, the idea of the mega project at that time may have been 500 crores, 600 crores. 20-30 years later, it is thousands of crores.
Hmm.
Right? And that is why things which are massive get sold faster
Yeah.
than things like what
He's trying to do in a
has been
decentralized-
And what is
trying to
useful.
do across the city and what I have been practicing. Right?
Right.
So now this has a major impact on public imagination.
Mm.
And structurally, the law supports this initiative and that kind of initiative. But in the mechanistics of politics,
Political
ensures that what Nipuna says actually happens. And Gaurav Gupta, I've seen him in many avatars, is a typical person who financializes resources.
Yeah.
Mm.
He doesn't think of resources as sacred and irreversible rules, and none of that gets into his head.
That is
Because
education.
that is education not in IAS. This is education that happens with Asian Development Bank, you done a little more World Bank, then you end up in KUIDFC, and then you come back, Chairman BWSSB, and then you have destroyed the city.
Yeah.
I've seen this happen to Jairaj.
Ah.
You want me to name the rest of them? Right? Because I believe in the politics of saving.
Yeah.
These people are public officials, they're not private officials.
Correct. They're
Their
answerable
actions
to
are
us.
public and they are damaging livelihoods,
Hmm.
rights of millions.
Correct.
They have enormous power, and the parastatal has to be destroyed.
Yeah.
If there is an administrative nuclear bomb, the first thing I'll drop on is parastatals.
Mm.
It has to be obliterated from our imagination. That there is an authority which is so powerful, even, and just think about it. 250 years of colonialism has been absorbed by these bureaucrats.
Hmm.
They are embedded. Politicians come in. I have no problem dealing with the water mafia, which has now elected corporators,
Hmm.
which actually brings water, not liquor.
Mm.
Have you noticed that in slums? No?
Yeah.
They're saying liquor alla ಬೇಡ ಸೌಕರ್ಯ ಇದೆ,
Give you water.
ಮನೆಗೆ ಬೈತಾರೆ ಕುಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದ್ರೆ. ಪ್ಲಸ್ ನೀರು ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇವಾಗ ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಒಂದು ಸಾಕು.
See, I will suggest three things for the city. And if these things are implemented, I will tell you Bangalore will be a heaven. First one, as I said, rightly 8,000 liters to every home give free.
Yeah.
Every home, not 8 lakh or a
Then your tankers are gone.
properties.
Your tankers are gone.
20 lakh properties, what they are paying tax, you give Kaveri water, and it is numbers also will tell you, you can give 8,000 liters every month to every home. Judiciously you give. Rest of it, if you want, you generate your water. Tell them harvest your water, groundwater, whatever you. If they want the groundwater, they have to harvest and recharge. Otherwise, they don't get it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they can buy the tankers or something which is treated water. Never allow the tanker water to come from the borewell and sell. You can ask them to fill from the BWSSB sewage treatment plant. As of today, they are not working. And if they work, they will give very good water. The classic example is Kamal Farm. One of the almost drinking quality water is coming there. 1.5 MLD plant and the entire Kamal project. Even today, you can go and see that sewage drawn from all this MG road, mud pump, everything goes there, and you can get clear water. Supply that water through tankers to whatever construction or secondary dams. This is number one. Everyone will practice rainwater harvesting. You don't need enough. Restrict 8,000 liters. That is sufficient for all your basic needs. Whatever luxury you want to have, shower or tub bath or whatever the luxury of this one, you ask them to generate your own water. That is number one. So all other laws will come in place. For water conservation, you don't need to tell them how to conserve water, how to save water.
They will seek
Stop
them.
your tap when brushing. Nothing.
They will seek
You don't need anybody to tell all this. Bring this law. Do you have the courage to do that, government?
Yes.
Second one.
Yes.
CM is here.
CM is right here.
Second one. Second, because of the inefficiency of our service providers, we are all paying such huge damage and causing damage to our environment. What is the inefficiency? Any city for that matter, water supply means you turn the tap and water should come. And it doesn't happen in this city, so that what you will do is, it comes once in a while, you will dig a sum. So your investment has gone. And you have to dig a sum because the water pressure will not go to your overhead tank, so you have a pump and the infrastructure overhead tank. You know what is the number? I have got the number, I think. BWSSB doesn't have even 1 day storage, cumulatively all the tanks. Water comes in from Kaveri, directly pumped to all the believe me, that is the situation. If something happens to the pumps and the pipeline, the very next day the entire city will go back. Don't tell and announce it. I hope there are no press people. Because that is the situation. Not a single tank, anywhere you go. None of them are functional and they don't store a liter of water.
But only when people know this, there might be some reaction and response. The reason the steel flyover thing got on is because you could see that the tender dispatch is coming. You know, the doomsday is here. The steel bars are being bought and from China steel is that. You know, all of that creates that citizen response. So by not revealing the crisis to the fullest extent, are we harming ourselves?
There are some truths I cannot tell openly. But
You just tell us, we tell us.
We'll keep it in this
Yeah.
box.
Sir, I fundamentally disagree with that. I'll tell you why.
Let me not use the department name or the organization name. City doesn't have the public storage of water equivalent to even single day. Whereas on the contrary, you, me and everyone in the city, total put together the sum capacity is 5 days storage. Is it not hoarding the
Correct.
If that is distributed, there is and added to that, there is a big belief by so many people, especially middle and lower middle class, water is owed yesterday's. So who has put the manufacturing date? Water is colorless, tasteless, odorless, shapeless. There is nothing in this. Nothing can happen to that, even after hundreds of years. The same water is there wherever you store.
No, but
Only
the
thing that
groundwater
should
is
come.
cold.
That's a few thousand years.
That's why it
Please, stay away, Rakesh. No, it's
So in the spirit of closing that, and sir has actually said what I was going to ask him. what is the one thing that you want government to do? What is the only one thing that you want citizens to do? If you can take 1 minute each of
No,
you.
Srinu, the question is rephrased again. One second.
Shall-
Sir, they're asking you a specific question.
Shall I complete these two? I told you, three
Yeah, yeah,
sheets
sure.
of
Complete.
Why is one more? Yeah, there's one more.
So only one fire has come. Second one is every person, whoever owns the property, whether it's home or apartment, there is a law that 2 trees have to be there in front.
Really?
Otherwise, possession certificate will
Two
not be given.
trees. Two
Really?
trees.
Trees in front of every home. Otherwise,
I didn't know.
There is no property.
otherwise possession certificate will not be given.
You're
Possession
revealing
certificate-
only two
Yes, can we be quiet? Can we be quiet, please? People can't hear what he's saying. Can you say
So
it again?
that's the law. Otherwise, the possession certificate for that property cannot be given by BWSSP, BDA, whoever it is.
Even apartment.
Any apartment or any property, minimum 2 trees have to be there in front of them. It's not in their property, in the public place.
Oh, in the public
Public
road,
place.
roadside.
Roadside.
Ah.
But they are not there. Everyone. And we have tried, there is a smart lady.
So, you know, and let me also say the other thing. You actually get a tree patta on it.
I had
Uh-huh.
Then once you get a tree patta, 75% of the use of it, suppose it's a mango
You
tree,
become the owner.
Ah.
you get it back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nobody knows all these.
See,
I know.
Missing all the mangoes.
Sir, we need to do a poster campaign.
the trees in front
So,
of
plant fruit trees, gooseberries.
Yeah.
See,
Let's talk about all
this
this.
lady who is sitting, this lady who is sitting in the second row. One minute, this lady who is sitting in the second row in the public place where it was about to be grabbed for various other activities by the land mafia. The women group of 150, they planted 82 trees. Tree patta was issued.
Wow.
I went to the forest department, issued, and they adopted like the child. And even today, each tree has each.
It has a board
that,
and all. Oh,
woman's
awesome.
name. And they are the owners. 75% are 80% owners, and all the revenue comes from them. Whatever it is, but in reality, it may not happen, but it's there.
Ma'am, do you use Telegram? Are you on Telegram?
Telegram app.
So the trees in front of your house are supposed to be something which judiciously you should plant and maintain them.
Mhm.
If it is not there, do you have the courage to say you pay 1.5 the property tax? If government does that, Bangalore will be full of trees.
Hmm.
And this is not
Either that or people will entirely stop
Policy.
paying property tax. Already
Policy.
they're not paying property tax.
policy is there.
Completely stop it. I
The
don't
law
want
is
to
there,
pay.
policy is there. This is the second thing I am requesting. Third one, if you don't have a proper parking place, you cannot park your 2-wheelers on the road, and half or more than half the cars will go out of Bangalore. And your roads will be free, you will use public transport, wherever it is. If you park beyond the 9 o'clock, in the evening, till 6 o'clock in the morning, any, not towed, that vehicle will be seized and then.
You know how old this law is?
Hmm.
It's 1930s.
Yes.
Oh, this exists.
All these three, what I have told,
Did you know one more
there is
thing?
already a law. If you implement this, Bangalore will be heaven to live.
You know, one thing I give the British, when they planned the cities of so-called modern cities of India, right? What they tried to do was try to bring in regulations, which convenience everybody.
Ah.
Okay, it was not kind of ghettoized, right? So we did not build on it, and we did not take it to actually decentralize it and allow the implementation of these rules, though the 1992 constitutional amendment took place, the 7th Nagarpalika Act,
Yeah.
which says that ward committees are the functional units,
Yeah.
and ward committees is in the constitution,
Ah.
not BWSS. You get that, right? You have abandoned your constitutional right for some things that are cookies that are thrown at you from, like one colonial interpretation of what the state's power is. That is why I keep arguing, disband the BWSS. Make the ward committees the owners of that area. Bring the corporator to account through the ward committees, not just through this kind of citizen action. This is once in a while, but there are constitutional provisions. And that never happened from 1992 till 2015. I started working on it from 1992, worked through civic, lost it, and all sorts of things happened. Finally, I got that introduced through the garbage case. And I tried and convinced, and the judges, Justice N. Kumar and Justice Mahalingam, got convinced that we said this garbage problem is a governance problem. You cannot resolve it unless you have ward committees which monitor the generation of waste and the resolution of that generation. 60% of the waste can be composted, which is resource. 30% of the waste is recyclable. Whatever is left is the only thing that needs to be exported out of the ward. Which means what? 90% of the waste is not transported. Imagine what that means in revenue saved, 800 crores per year in transport costs. That is fossil fuel cut down. The carbon footprint has come down. And once you start consuming, once you start looking at how much waste you generate, you stop consuming so much. The same principle applies to water. When you generate manure from so-called waste, you start becoming conscious. Why the hell am I doing this? As long as it's organic, it's fine. But plastic, so much. You are really into it. It creates a momentum. So I can see what Shukma's argument is. Up to 8,000, 9,000 liters, give it free. The rest, you don't need to give it, I would say, argue, but that's draconian.
No, you generate your water.
You generate your water because it's
No,
possible.
we will show you some 5 avenues.
You cannot do it top down. You cannot do it top down.
Has to be
It has to be
bottom
bottom up.